Hello, this is Photography Gamer. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm reviewing eFootball 2024. It's out on PlayStation, Xbox, Android and PC. eFootball 24 is a free-to-play football game developed by Konami. Okay, gameplay. Well, you can take part in offline practice matches, you can take part in online matches against other players, and that is pretty much it. Matchmaking, I'd say, pretty problematic with very long waits for games, and also during the games I've experienced quite a lot of lag, even though my internet wasn't having any problems, so that's a bit of an issue. Now, one issue if you're a new player, it takes an absolute eternity to put your team together. Forget about immediate fun. No chance. You have missions to complete, you've got stuff to buy in the shop, you've got coins to earn. It is the usual free-to-play dross aimed at 5-year-olds. But there are no real game modes to speak of. There's no Master League, there's no career, there's no Become a Legend, there's no cups, there's not even an edit mode. So this time the modding community cannot save Konami's incompetence. I would say the matches themselves, they do feel slightly better than it was about a year ago when I last looked at it, but it doesn't really feel like Pro Evolution Soccer, which is essentially what they're trying to piggyback off the back of all of those PES games. It is like a watered down version of FIFA and PES, but it doesn't reach the heights of either of them. It leaves you wondering, who exactly is eFootball for? Because it sure isn't for PES fans, which in itself is a pretty disgusting move, as they are the real reason Konami have had success in the last 20 years with football games. Anyway, graphics. Visually, I'd say the problems with eFootball are twofold. One, the menus and the interface are muddled, they're poorly laid out, and it's just such a confusing chore. Like, there's no reason it should be this painful and time consuming just to put your team together. My goodness. Second problem, the in-game graphics, they do look less impressive than, say, PES 2016, which I've been playing recently. It is a real downgrade, and it also shows how Konami have completely fallen off a cliff creatively and also in terms of quality. The Japanese developer scene, they must look at Konami now and laugh, because not only are they short-sighted, but they don't have the quality or the integrity that we associate with the Japanese game market. I mean, not anymore. Sound-wise, probably the only part of the game that isn't a complete waste of space. You know, the commentary is decent, the menu music is fine, the crowd effects are passable, so sound is about all there is of quality, if you can call it that. Okay, what's good and what's bad? The good points. The game engine is a slight improvement from a year ago, but it's still basically like a 7 or 8 year old engine. It doesn't look as good as games from like 7 or 8 years ago. By Konami, by the way. By Konami. Okay, bad points. Every motherfucking thing about this game is absolute pish. Terrible presentation, tacky, ugly, awful, graphics from 10 years ago, lag, matchmaking issues, no game modes, no edit mode, nothing, nada, zip, dross. Okay, verdict, got that out of my system. eFootball 2024. Even saying it makes me want to spit on the floor. eFootball 24 is a bog standard free-to-play game that lacks quality, it lacks game modes, it has no redeeming features other than even if it was a hard disk copy, you could use that as a coaster. This is digital only, so there's no use to it. It's a glorified My Team mode, and it is a bad one at that. eFootball is the game that killed Konami's legacy in the football game scene. It has ruined its relationship with the loyal and hardcore fanbase. And that fanbase, they didn't jump ship to play FIFA several years ago. No, they stuck with Konami, as did the extremely hardworking and dedicated modding community, of which I was one of them. But once this game came out, all of the Pro Evo games suddenly, they've just disappeared from the digital stores. What on earth happened? Basically, Konami had just done a really low-level douchebag move, trying to force people to play this utter tripe. No, they won't do it. We're all going out and buying discs of the old PES games, and we're modding it to hell, because no Konami, no. Konami will get what it deserves with eFootball. They'll get a flaky fan base who have an attention span of a gnat, and in 5 to 10 years, when Konami have ruined all of their franchises and gone bust, we can all breathe a sigh of relief, because this this move will be a great example to other developers on how not to treat their loyal fans, because the loyal fans are how you built your success in the first place. Terrible game with a terrible consequence for the fans. Konami, can you hear me, Konami? Dire, awful, shocking, pish, absolute hot garbage, terrible lack of modes, awful graphics. You are absolutely embarrassing yourselves. Shame on you. Anyway, there you go. That's the review. Glad that one's done. I don't have to play that again. Thank fuck for that. So my score for eFootball 2024, just for the sound quality, maybe the sound was alright. I'll give it 2 out of 10. 2. And I feel like I've given it too much. That is the review. Thank you for watching. Do not play this. Buy one of the old PESs on disc. Get a mod from one of the wonderful modding patch community and play that. Do not buy anything, any DLC for this game. Just don't do it. Okay, there you go. That's the review. This is PG signing off. I'm going to have a drink because I need one after that. Thank you very much. Good night.